of the stream. We have kind of changed goals because of Stout's ghost town status. We're moving toward uh, kind of mostly kind of rebuilding, and we're going to try to target. We're going to be really, really, really kind of targeting being a very effective bandit group, and that can only be in the vein of the Bandit Bones. So that can only be accomplished with some extra recruits. we need some we need some people. Hold on, just a test. You guys can see this, right? You guys might be able to hear me. Just a chat test. Okay, yeah, you guys can't hear me. Okay, there we go. Okay, now you guys can see. First few seconds you guys couldn't see, but now you can see. Okay, so wait, is the stream going? Let's refresh real quick. See how we're doing. Yeah, we're about a minute in. Okay, cool. Always am worried whenever I shift games that the sound's gonna be all wonky. But so we also have where we can get some bone dogs too. So we're also I've been thinking about how to fix some of the I will say crossbows in this game are just really, really, really good, and that's something that we're looking at. we'll go is maybe doing crossbows, kind of going a little bit different than Band of Bones in that regard. I'm kind of sticking away from heavy weapons, and rather doing the opposite than what they expect. Now, if you can tell, we have bounties on us here, so we're gonna be a little bit at a disadvantage for a while. Okay, our legs and stuff are real wounded. If I remember correctly, we were fighting people. Part of the reason why. Let's get rid of the map there. So encumbrance is causing them to be slower, and he's being slowed by encumbrance. He's holding Crawl. Crawl the Arisen. And the second Crawl in his line. Whoop. Crawl the Arisen is now floating in behind us. That happens every once in a while you're loading into new zones. I'm going to actually fast forward real quick. We're going to turn off hold and passive on us. Oh, that was a guard, wasn't it? He didn't seem to notice. I guess they just... Because there's a chance, I believe, whether they even notice you have a bounty. So there is an element to that. And I actually kind of want to see what our faction relation is right now with the rebel farmers. I don't think it's gotten really much better at all, because we never really directly conflicted with the teams that would get them to like us more, such as the Traders League. I think it's the Traders League and the United Cities, or Traders Guild, or the United Cities. I think are what really make them happy. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to bust through the defensive line, the Aquanite defensive line, to try to get back to Shek territory. Because we really want to focus on Shek for this kind of bandit group. Doesn't have to be exclusively, but at least I want it to be kind of a bigger element of them, because I think that we really didn't get to view really much Shek at all in our previous one. So I kind of want to predominantly... You only have so many spaces unless you increase the size with mods. And I wanted to at least be predominantly Shek. Especially since that'll give us an entirely different style of play. As soon as we start getting humans, we can just run the human into pretty much anywhere that's a human based, and it gets rid of a huge restriction. So by having Shek, you kind of make it where... By having only Shek or mostly Shek, you do restrict just how much you can kind of take advantage of Greenlander status or other stuff like that. Greenlander or Scorchlander. That is a big misunderstanding. Is a lot of people think that Scorchlanders, for some reason, can't go around in the Holy Nation, but they can go around in the Holy Nation just fine. At least I've never had a problem with it. It might be one of those rare things where they could come up, because I still haven't been. So, my gosh, I did not see them. How fast do they run? 18? And 17 and 15? Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot, because we don't have... Hold on. Let's throw that in there. That should help lighten us up. Okay, reinforced pants. I wonder if that was actually better or worse. I think it was about the same. wasn't it? 15, 17, 30, 11, 17, 50. I kind of think that the samurai pants is a little bit better. I know it has more blunt resistance, but it doesn't cover the stomach. It doesn't cover the stomach at all. So that's inclining me to think that it's not quite as good. Do they have? No, they have standard quality Zukin. Okay. So let's see how fast that makes them now. Start running a little bit. Okay, 16. Oh, because they can run at 18. So we really part of it is because of their shoes. Because that gives a athletics boost. So how heavy is that? That's 3. That's 2. We gotta kind of be smart with how we're gonna do this. That weighs like practically nothing, if I remember correct. That's 2 kg. That's 3 kg. Trying to think of what doesn't really weigh much that I can kind of exchange. There's not much I can really exchange. I mean, I guess I could throw it on them real quick. And then toss some of this stuff in. I mean, each one's 1 kg. That's, okay, hold on. That one's some. There we go. We got some stuff there. In the same space, though, I think I can fit 2 of these claws. Question is whether I can fit more weight into that space. I think I can. I think if I actually take this out, give it to him, I can actually fit more weight equivalent. So that's 1 and 1, but then I can slide that up to be able to slip another one in. Not really. Not really. That's pretty much the same. That really didn't change much. If I had another claw, I would have been able to, but... There we go. Assassin's rags would be cool, but I don't think that's going to be practical. The problem is we can't drop Crawl because he's just too slow. He's too slow at this point. So we got to find out what to do. Now we could obviously drop our backpack, but I don't really want to do that. So let's see. Someone ate raw meat. I think that was Crawl. Crawl ate raw meat. Okay, they really got slowed down. Now remember, we've gotten talented in the art of the juke, of where we juke them out. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that easily with this many people. And we lost one of our other backpacks, which really would have been helpful right now. It's 3 pounds. That's 2 pounds. That would have been lighter. I do need to keep the advanced splint kit. Maybe is there somewhere nearby I could run them off to? If I see skimmers, I could just run them into skimmers. These are bounty hunters. Oh, they're going to come after us if we go after them. Gotta use your environment sometimes. I mean, if we dropped everything, we would definitely be able to go, but that's not what I want to do. So what I want to do is I kind of want to lower Crawl Kesh's speed enough that he can run with Crawl and outrun them. Because right now he runs at 19. That's fast enough, actually. So let's try to balance it out. Now they went down all the way to 13, which is pretty horrific. Speed, that's pretty horrific. So let's try to see if we give him back the backpack. How does it go? 20? Okay, they run 20 now. And he can run 15. So let's think. Let's give them the pants. No room? Oh, yeah, they're holding that kind of stuff. Give them that. And this meat. Let's see how that works. Sitting at 16 and 19. Okay, we need. This isn't balancing out as well as I would hope it would. Hold on. How much pounds? How much weight is that? 5 kg. That's 2 kg. Let's give him that. Give them this. We're doing inventory management while they're chasing us. Okay, what are we doing at speed? 18. Okay, they're at 18, and he's at 16. So if there's, hold on, they run at 18. So as long as we can run 18, okay, they run 19. One runs 19, but that's not that big a deal. We need to drop some stuff that's cheap. Okay, what's gonna be cheap? Samurai cloth pants we don't need, but that's only 3K. That's 3 kg. So that is weighing us down a little bit. So we don't need this. We do have some money, so we don't need some of the stuff. That's 2 kg. It's not really weighing us down. That's not very expensive though. If it's not as expensive as a piece of copper, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. That's really weighing us down, the Desert Saber. But I do want to keep it because it's the best weapon we have right now. And it's good against bone dogs, skimmers, small spiders, and all kinds of stuff. So I want to keep that if possible. That's really heavy, but it is somewhat expensive. So let's see how fast we run now. We only need to run fast enough. Just remember that. Okay, so 17 and 19. Okay. We got to plan this out. We can drop a little bit more. Okay, so let's think. That's 0 weight, so that's not slowing them down at all. Let's drop. I hate to drop food because the dog crawl needs that to eat. And animals are food is fairly easy to get here, but it's going to be a lot harder to get in Holy Nation area unless the bone dog can eat rotten meat. That's the only problem. It's going to need to eat rotten meat. So it's playing like Tetris with food here. What I'm going to do, and these are really, really valuable animal claws, but I can lose value to some extent. I don't think I need much to get lower. It's definitely that Desert Saber that's really slowing us down, but let's drop 2 of these claws and we can move a piece of meat in there. And this is slowing us down kind of too. But I do want to keep that because if we get a new person, that's kind of what we've been using as our uniform for our hats. And I have a feeling that would be harder to get than other things. This is basically used up, so I'm gonna dump it. It's 2 kg. There you go. And it's literally almost entirely gone. How fast we're running? 20 and 17. So let's drop something on them. The problem is they don't have a backpack, so that's really what's doing it. Is it's halved whenever I'm holding it on crawl cache. So there's got to be something I can lose on them. They need a medical kit. Oh, did I just drop it? No, I gave it to him. Okay, they're running 19. He's running 17. Okay, they're kind of. So that might be fast enough. Oh boy, we're both running just 17. Okay, hold on. No, we definitely need to drop something. Just something. Just anything but something. Here, go ahead, give Crawl Catch that. Have him throw that in there. The only thing is those blades weigh nothing, which is both good and terrible at the same time. How much does this weigh? That's only 2 kg. That's only 2 kg. Trying to think of what I can lighten up. There's not really much I can do to lighten further. Because we are going to have to run past the guards, which I think the fastest one runs at 21. Other than put down crawl, but I don't really want to do that. I can drop value again. We can always get money back. See, we're running at 18. Food's gonna be harder, so we eat through food pretty quick. Okay, he's running at 18. Now he should be actually. He's almost actually close enough to. Hold on, let's put that in there. That's 1 kg. There we go. We got our crossbow in there. Let's see how that works. We're still running 18. We want to run 19 because that's the fastest one of them. Actually, put that on them. They can hold one of the meats. Oh, we running 19? Oh, we're running 18. We're so close to... Oh, no. Don't fight them. Don't fight them. What are you doing? Don't turn and fight right now. Actually, that did slow down the other guys, though. We're going to go to Akron Shield. I mean, we might be fast enough that even running as fast... running 1 mile per hour slower, we're not going to have much trouble. Maybe. We took our first shoe. If we took our first shoe, we might be able to do it too. If I could find some way of fitting all this in. How fast are you running? You're running 19? I wonder if I can throw 2 more pounds on you. Oh, now you go 18. And he goes 19. Okay, yeah, there's no way. Actually, if I throw... Both of you now run 18. Oh, no, there we go. 19. 18. Okay, there's no way of doing it where one runs 19, except unless we just straight up drop something, which I really don't want to do. You know what? 1 meat. Whatever. Go ahead, or let's actually drop it on. Yeah. Let's not be greedy. I want to get the thieves backpack when we can. So 19 and 18 still? On a... Here, you take that, and you take the meat, and see. Ah, you're both running 19. Okay, perfect. You only need to run just as fast as them. Okay, now let's run to the Akron Shield. Their strength XP is not going up very fast, but 19 should probably be enough for them to outrun them. Go passive. Or to run just as fast as them, really. As you can see, they're running 19, but we're running 19. I'm going to do somewhat not super speed, just in case. We could also try to sneak past other ways, but the biggest problem is as soon as we start going to Holy Nation land, they're going to pretty much try to come after us as fast as possible. Our athletics might raise, though, while we're running. So there is the benefit of that we could just get faster. I'd love to see if I can... I could actually probably go up north this way. Oh, boy, we both got hit. And it was a leg hit. It was a leg hit, but it's not bleeding. It's red, but it's not bleeding. Okay, but that way is going to be better. We might run into cannibals that way, but I feel like it's going to be better than the choke point. And it'll give us some more running XP. Okay, that was an ally. Oh, no, that's a Sand Ninja, Jonine. Okay, never mind. I think that might have been the same one that we ran into in Stout. Okay, one guy's still chasing us. One slave hunter. You know what? We can actually take him. It's just the one guy. And actually, let's use ranged. Shoot him. Oh, do we not have any more? Oh, I don't think we do. Get him. Get him. Get him. He doesn't have any armor. Joke's on you. Now you're the one outnumbered. And we both have quick weapons. Uh-oh. Never mind. He's got a friend. Okay, hold on. They're going to hit us in the leg, so let's go. Oh, no. Let's keep running up that way. Okay, we're running 18 now. Which isn't good. First aid real quick. Come on, let's keep running. He should be bleeding pretty bad, so... Yeah, they're both bleeding pretty bad. The only thing is we already came into this fight a little hurt. And if I put down Crawl, I think that we could beat these two. but we're gonna be pretty battered up, and we don't have a bed to heal up in. We only have medicine. Oop. I mean, what the heck? Why not? Let's put Crawl down. Put down. And let's go at him. Do 1-on-1 each because their combat skills are 4 and 11, and that one's 1 and 12. They're modified ones. We're 8 and 16 and 9 and actually you fight them and Kralkesh you fight them. That'd probably be for the best, and you help her. Oh, hit both of them. Nice job, Kralkesh. That's ideal. Uh-oh, we're getting a third one. This is not ideal. Okay, let's turn off passive, too. Because they're going to try to hit him from the side, which is not what we want. So, believe it or not, Shek ninjas actually can kind of looking like they might be able to work. Kind of like medium armor Shek ninjas. With a bone dog. Okay, hold on. We're getting more of them feeding in. Okay, this is not ideal. Okay, hold on. Okay, they're really critical, so I'm going to have you fight them. Oh, they're going to get hit in the back. That's the only problem. Couldn't get them. Now, we do have armor, so that does mean that we're not getting nearly as damaged as they are. So we do have that advantage on them. Now, their legs went down. Okay, they're healing up their friends, which is not what we would like. Crawl is really getting hurt. Little buddy here is... Oh, boy, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurting. Come around behind them and hit them from the back. How about that? Oh, boy, you're getting hurt. He's going to have to get, not climbed, but carried out of this. I don't know why I was thinking climb. Okay, yeah, fight them. I'm actually kind of surprised we're doing as well as we are, as we are right now, considering that they do actually do some nice damage against us. Like in the 20s, which, it's not amazing, but that's still a lot of damage early game to be just taking willy-nilly. So I'm kind of surprised that we're actually kind of holding out. Now, we don't have any ammo for our crossbows, if that's what you're curious about, why we're not using that. But since our weight of our weapons are 0, we can attack at our max possible speed. So don't underestimate just attacking quickly. Also, if we can get past the Shek kind of negative of low dexterity initially, you can get some really crazy stuff in with some dexterity weapons. Because they'll get strength much faster anyway. So never underestimate, the advantages of, And later on, you could always also, hold on, armor faceplates. How much? We don't really want to do that. Let's go ahead and medic up. Fortunately, we're not really where we, not really wanting to get anything from them because we're already kind of weighed down as it is. Splint injuries. Hold on. Let's pause for a second. Pick up. Okay, hold on. You don't have a splint kit, but she does, I believe, right? Whoa, don't pick up. Put down. Hold on. There we go. Oh, you put him down. Splint injuries. Poor Crawl. He's bouncing all over. He's only a puppy right now. He's in a recovery coma. He's going to have some toughness. He's going to not be the fastest dog around, but he's going to have some serious toughness. Dogs can never really get that fast. We're going to leave these guys to die. They attacked us. Only 2 of us alone. We don't owe them any favors. Wow, we're running fast now. Oh, we're not carrying the dog. Hold on. Jag Longer. We'll let her carry it for a little while. If someone really comes across us, we'll switch who's carrying the dog. So she can get kind of some strength. Let's go ahead. Kind of run around. I want to make a home kind of in... I think we'll find a perfect home right up in here. Who in the world are those people? Outlaw farmers? Uh-oh. Don't want to get too close to them. Because they still don't like us right now. They may like us eventually. So the reason why I want to go to tech hunters first is because that way... We can kind of... I want to see if they'll navigate. We can kind of get equipped. Because if we are going to do some ranger... Like, if we're going to have crossbows available to us, then that's a good option. So, basically what I want to do is I want to be able to have crossbows available. I'm not going to always use crossbows. But whenever we're fighting a tough enemy... tough enemies that are outnumbered, we're going to crossbow. Or when we open volley, we're going to have crossbows to open a volley. So, we're doing a professional crew here. We're going to have crossbowmen, but you have to be careful because the thing is, oh my gosh, who are these guys? The Blood Raiders running at 16. Hold on. Drag longer, put down. Pick up. Drag longer, keep running this way. We're running much faster than them. Crawl cache, pick up. Okay, now crawl cache, you run. You run. You're running 18. That's more than fast enough. They're running way slower than you. Both of you can run pretty fast. And you're running at 18 right now, and you're running at... Okay, same speed. Okay. We try to get them where they could both do 19, but that's probably not going to happen. Besides, tech hunters have some nice stuff. And it gets us really close to the Armor King. You may... I try not to spoil it, but there is someone called the Armor King. I won't tell you exactly where it is. You will see eventually. So warning, if you keep watching, you're eventually going to see the Armor King. If we don't try to go into making our own gear first. We will try to keep a good relationship with the tech hunters. Just because we're bandits doesn't mean we want everyone to hate us. Tech hunters are adventurers. So... Okay, Ocaran's Fist. Believe it or not, I've never really spent much time up here. So this is kind of new to me. Like in this particular region. Because this is kind of a dead space here. So I'm not entirely sure. Now we're getting really hungry. Because we don't have cooked meat on us. We only have this uncooked. And that's really just for crawl. Okay, is there not a way around? I was almost sure there's a way around. Through Bast. Okay, those who are those guys getting absolutely... Okay, that's rebel farmers. Rebel swordsmen. Getting absolutely destroyed by that skimmer. I don't think that they're even going to win. Oh, they did win. I would take the stuff, but it's just not worth the fight. And we would have to stop and cook. So, we're just going to have to deal with being a bit hungry. We have enough money that wherever we go, we're going to be able to get some food. We just need to be somewhere that they don't hate us. Because we're now bandits in the UC. We're officially bandits in the UC. I think, but tech hunters are who we're going to probably try to stay friendly with. I don't know how we got into Ocaran's Valley up here. We got road. Oh, we got dogs chasing us. You see how slow they kind of run? They're not really fast, unfortunately. Bone dogs. I mean, that's good for us when they're chasing us. Bad for us when it comes to the max speed of crawl is going to be kind of low. So we're going to have someone who's pretty much going to be a dedicated dog handler. We're going to literally have dedicated dog handlers that all they do is carry the dogs. So we can release the hounds. Don't get me wrong, dogs can be really good for very little amount of money. With very little investment, they are your monstrous melee, and they can attack very quickly because they don't get staggered, right? So they're really good if you're to send against very quick hitting or things that try to stagger you, I should say. Things that would try to stagger you, they're good against. They're bad against anything that hits really, really hard, though, because they can't wear armor. Toughness is their only form of damage protection. So they're always going to get hurt. So you got to have a supply. Like, you basically have to have a Beastmaster character, where that's their deal, is that they take care of the dogs. But yeah, that's probably the biggest advantage of hounds, is they can keep hitting. It's not a bad idea to have, because so they can't defend either. So if you're going to have to double up on somebody attacking a creature, double up with a hound and a person would be my best idea. Would be the best thing that I would think of, because the hound and the person, even though they're sharing attack slots, the hound can never dodge anyway, and you can't dodge if they hit the other person. So that'd be my focus, and have the person taunt. Have the person taunt so the animal can just get in a lot of hits. So that would be my recommendation. I think that would probably be the best use of bone dogs. Okay, we're in the bar now. I want to see if there's anyone we can recruit before we do anything else. But age is really going to be what plays into the factor with bone dogs. Okay, so here's Cot. You there, looking for work? I'm leaving on an expedition at dawn tomorrow. I need a strong back to carry my equipment. You'll get 3,000 cats and you'll be well fed for your service. How about it? Oh, I was about to ask you the same thing. Actually, that's honestly true. So you're an adventurer. An amateur like you wouldn't last 10... Oh, okay, you're insulting me. 10 minutes navigating uncharted lands. The winged beak ogres would eat you alive. And that's if the cannibals didn't make you run home or caught. Ruining your pants first. Hold on. Beak ogres? I think you mean beak things. Beak. Okay. Travel far enough and you'll see them all, right? Looks like gutters but bigger with wings too. Tricks is to pull. They call it. Trick is to pull yourself together. See, they're blind, but they smell fear. Surviving an encounter with one of those is a true test of a tech hunter. Okay, so whatever you say, maybe lay off the sauce for a while. Interesting. Where can I find these? We'll say that. To the northwest, a black-filled valley with ruined cities. It's at least a month's journey, though, and the path is infested with bandits, cannibals, and every kind of wild beast imaginable. You'd be lucky just to make it there in one piece. Take my advice and go back home, traveler. Okay, so he's not going to want me to recruit him, will he? How about Zan? A new arrival. Come take a seat. Have a seat, have a drink, exchange stories. Me, I've crossed every border in the world and every city and seen every city, you know. But the Holy Land folk, they're a tough crowd, that's for sure. Just about got to World's End in one piece last week. Okay, so yeah, great. Looking for work. So what happened? I am beaten, stripped right down to nothing by bandits, right? And I'm starving. I'm starting to starve half to death. I'm not going to make it any longer. So I got no choice but to crawl up to the door of the holiest of holy towns himself. Bad Teeth. Okay. Imagine that, a bare naked Czech caught in a foreigner-hating Holy Nation town. They threw me into prison to rot, but hey, I finally got my fill of bread that night. Managed to make my escape during the commotion. And who knows what the loonies would have done to me if I hadn't. Okay, so lucky escape. I'll drink to that. Yep, I haven't. I visited death's door more times than I can count, but it's all worth it in the end. I guess we can't recruit them. Okay. Watch those be the two recruits we could recruit. I was kind of hoping to get a Czech band, but we can get some. I mean, we can get some. What are the Scorchlanders? Let's see. Sorry, not hiring. I wanted to see if I can hire them. Yeah, both of them are I really want to set up a Czech band because they can go into Holy Nation land kind of unassailed, so it would be a little. It'd kind of be a little unfair. I feel like, or not unfair, but it'd be a little bit against the point. Oh, that's a Shek pacifier. Zan Tech Hunters bodyguards. Those are Tech Hunter bodyguards. Okay, do they have another bar where I can recruit some people? So those are two. I think there's another bar. I really want to see if there's more Shek. I want to do kind of Band of Bones. There you go. And I kind of really want to avoid being able to go into the safety of the Holy Nation. It's just very safe in the Holy Nation. It's just very, very safe with the Holy Nation. And we did so much with the Holy Nation last time. I want to avoid it. And that's the irony. Even if you get captured, it's treated kind of like how they mentioned, more like a prison than it's treated like slavery in the UC. So you're safer in the prison. Like, you're extremely safe at Rebirth, believe it or not. It's actually almost an easy way to get skills. I mean, we could get a skeleton. I don't know if he's being recruited. Oh, he's a mercenary. Is he? Yeah, he's a mercenary. I don't think there's. Yeah, I think we'll have to go to the Shek Kingdom to find any more people. Mercenary captain. There's some people up here. But no. I think we'll have to go to the Shek Kingdom to run into more Shek. That's what we want. Okay, let's talk. Alright, so let's think here. We can do Desert Sabers. Okay, Kurdizukan. We could actually sell some of the stuff just to make some money. I think we want to sell this armor. I'll put that back on. Now we can buy some ammo, but I kind of want to buy food real quick. That's gonna be most cost effective, the dried meat, but it's gonna be heavy. Let's throw it onto Kralkesh. That should give us some food for a while. I really should have just bought it with him. There you go. Okay. And let's buy, not regulars. We need, okay, they don't have the kind of bolts we need. We need toothpicks. Toothpicks are going to be the fastest way to level up your, skills. I want to keep that weapon because I want to keep it, but it actually is a lot of money. I'll sell it. And we'll sell that. I can always buy some more in the future. We can come back. Or they might have gear here. We do want to buy a home here, preferably. This is kind of a really good place to set up. Perfect place to set up is actually right in World's End. I think there should be a pretty big house. Travel and repairs. I'm more familiar with Mongrel. Mongrel's an amazing place to set up. Mongrel's amazing. In fact, we may even go to Mongrel. Not here. We may just continue on to Mongrel. I love Mongrel. It's one of my favorite towns in Kenshi. You just get so much combat. You get so much everything. It's one of my favorite cities in the game. By so much everything, I mean like you get so much stuff happening. And it's not just dangerous it's both dangerous and also rewarding. You get to fight a bunch of people with basically nothing on. And so you're just fighting hordes of people. I'm going to actually run there. I hope we bought enough food for that journey, though. I think we did. By the time we get there, I think we'll be running fast enough. We're not getting much strength XP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. so we get some strength XP. And have everybody run to Mongrel. I just love Mongrel. I do. One of my favorite towns in Kenshi. Because it's just got a lot, at least for me, it didn't ever really have much of a power problem because I was able to just throw down a few. Don't think I even needed to throw down any few generators. I don't even think I needed to provide my own power, but I didn't really throw down a lot of lighting. But it's got a lot of stuff there too, so that would be actually a fun place to go. And we can actually make some of our own stuff. Now we want to make some. We'll call it. As far as the gear, I'm kind of unsure what we want to do gear-wise. I think we want to make sure that we can do crossbows halfway decent. Oh, we discovered a village. I think we just discovered the Flotsam. I think that's the Flotsam up there. I think of all the time we try to find the Flotsam in the other game, we finally find the Flotsam. And I must have just walked right past them. But I was trying to get the Flotsam and the experience last time, but we just kept running into we just couldn't find them, and we could only find the Holy Nation. So that just turned out to be who we mostly focused on. Okay, they're really hungry. Are they not eating? Oh, they're not eating because the backpack can't be opened. He's running fast enough. I'm not really worried. And they can run fast enough, they just give him some weight. Yeah, just give him everything. Oh, hold on. You two run here. Where'd the other guy... Where'd the other one go? I only see one of you. Those are wolves. Those are bone dogs. Run over here. Both of you run over here so I can keep a track of you guys. I'm losing you guys. You guys need to run through the wetlands, I think. Right? So you throw more on him. You can throw it into the backpack. It's all in the backpack. In fact, throw your crossbow in the backpack too right now. It's pretty much not going to be useful right now anyway. So through the floodlands. Through the floodlands. So they're running at 19. That's good. Really, ideally, we want to run around 20 when we're going through there. But Mongrel is where, we'll call it, Mongrel is a real bandit place to live. If you're going to feel like bandits, that's a great place to live. Everybody's allowed in Mongrel. Let's run down in here. I think it was around here. It's been a while since I've been there, unfortunately. Ooh, let's keep running. Actually, hold on. Are we running the wrong way? I think we are running the wrong way to get to there. Let's run this way. Navigation can be a little tricky here. Okay, we discovered... Uh-oh. Are we running right into Rebirth? Yeah, we're running right to Rebirth. Don't go near Rebirth, please. That'd be a huge irony. Because we literally have changed starts into the 2 prisoner starts. You can start up as prisoners and Rebirth. Just go down, go down. Preferably before you guys start running out of food, please. Go down and then come back around. As long as we're around Rebirth, though, I'm pretty sure we're kind of safe. Because like, most of the big stuff is going to be... Most of all the infrastructure is in Rebirth. Ocarina's Gulf. And also anything around Ocarina stuff is typically pretty safe. Seriously, though, so many people talk about the Holy Nation. But they talk bad about the Holy Nation, but it is the safest place in the game objectively. Even if you're not... Oh, God. Even if you're not human, it's still safer as long as you can run faster than them. Because there's no big things. It's just objectively one of the safest places in the game. And it's got river raptors and stuff like that. You can literally just outrun the patrol, the Holy Nation patrols if you're someone that they don't like, and just dance around them all day. These all running around in heavy gear, and even like the fastest people run like 21, and you can get up into like 25 if you're wearing lighter gear, like 25 stuff like that, and crossbow them to death if you really wanted to. You're really, really not in that much danger in anything with the Holy Nation. Now, if you go to a city, you could be in kind of trouble. If you go into a city and you don't know, kind of like how with the UC, how he got kind of messed up by what the UC did to us with Larkesh, where he wasn't ready for, he was holding someone and he wasn't ready to be basically checked. You could get in some trouble. Okay, we're running, how fast are we running? 21 and 21. Yeah, we're way fast. We're way fast. Oh boy, we're getting chased already. Okay, perfect. Let's run this way. Let's turn on passive so we don't turn and run. And let's go to a little bit slower. Let's go to Mongrel. Literally one of my favorite cities in all of Kenshi. If anything, if I'm going to miss anything from Kenshi 2, depending on what they do, it's going to be Mongrel. I really hope Mongrel's there. I don't know. I think that this would be way predating Mongrel, or somewhere like Mongrel, where you're attacked from all sides. You're just cornered in by tons of very, very lightly weak enemies, right? But then the biggest danger of them is swarming, because it's so different than all the rest of Kenshi is very, very, very. They're heavily geared. You're heavily geared. But this is like a city of outlaws, and it's just everyone's having to against God. I just love it. It's just one of my favorite cities. Let's keep running. Once we get enough, we can probably go to. Oh, there we go, Mongrel. Yeah, it is there. Let's check if there's any Shek recruits. We will run past Beep. I know probably a lot of people like Mongrel because of Beep. We're probably going to avoid Beep for this because, again, we're trying to do mostly a Shek focus campaign. Also, that does make hunger a bigger issue. But also, I kind of am wanting to do a Shek focus campaign since I talked so much trash about him in the last one with the Holy Nation. Because ultimately, like, Scorched Landers are kind of more... Like, Scorched Landers are kind of just better for your combat people, because then you can go everywhere in the game without having to be chased. And they have like a bunch of like combat training stuff, right? And dexterity particularly, which increases your stuff. And a lot of times just being, once you get to the upper echelon of skills, your like your other racial modifiers won't matter so much. So Shek are kind of the best out of the box, hands down, like really slow bleeding rate, highest we call it highest per body part health, if I remember correctly. They're just the best technically combat, but they do have a lot of inconveniences. Like they can't go everywhere. They can't do a lot of things, believe it or not. So they can wear every kind of armor, which is where you start getting into some things being good about, like some good things about them. Skeletons are technically the best because they have double the health of everybody, but they are limited in kind of like how the Shek are. So I'd almost say that it's almost better to get a skeleton than a Shek, normally. Shek are kind of very, 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 very niche because they still require food. They still have all these needs. Oh, hold on. We could talk to the guard, but I don't really care about talking to the guard. But I will care about fighting some of these guys. Oh, I think they're already done. They should have another bar. I think they have a few other bars. Ranger shop. They do have a ranger shop, which we can buy some ammunition at. What we're going to do is we're going to provide covering fire to get our crossbows up. Because what we want to do is, if we get some good volleys, it's a great way to train to have a crossbow, because then the Okay, so number one, you have a lot of targets here, specifically. You have a lot of targets, and they don't have a lot of health. So toothpicks are kind of... Like, the toothpick is, like, at its element in this setting. In this element. Yeah, this is a perfect place for the toothpick. Just hands down. Let's buy one more for her and one more for him. I don't think they have a better toothpick. No, they don't have a better toothpick. We do want to get some more backpacks later on, but I want to see if they have any more recruits anywhere. I'm a little bit worried that we might not be able to make the kind of hats we have without going into some places, but weapon shop. Do I really want to go into the weapon shop? I want to find another bar. I think they may only have the one bar, which it also has a thieves tower, meaning we can sleep for free. No, there's the other bar. Go in here. Don't be surprised if we see. Oh, there we go. There's Beep. We're gonna turn him down right now because he's gonna chase us around for a while. So hi Beep. It was a guess. Or oh no, we call it. You just said Beep for no reason, so I thought it was maybe you introducing yourself. Is he some kind of genius? Yes, we are. Saying, can I join you? You don't look very strong. Just keep saying Beep. He's basically saying about how he wants to come with us and he wants to be the strongest. But we're gonna tell him no thanks for right now. We just don't want to. We're not doing that kind of campaign. I'm trying to build up, kind of back up, showing that the Shek can do some pretty cool stuff, even though I kind of dumped on him as a class choice earlier on. They are objectively probably the best combatants if everyone's 100. If everyone's 100, they're probably one of the best hands down. Now you could argue the Hive Prince can get pretty good if you do crossbows, right? Like he could just be so fast that technically he could beat anyone in the game, right? But if you're talking about melee, objectively, the Requat's pretty fast. They're pretty strong, and so they have just more health. They compensate with so many things that once you're winning 100, you're probably going to win every time, or mostly every time. RNG is going to have some kind of effect on that. There's going to be a degree of that. Okay. There we go. And I don't see any recruits. I think they're all special recruits here, or mostly special recruits in some of the bars. Because you got Beep, you got a bunch of the other people we met from our previous campaign. Because we did come to. Oh, there's another bar. Oh, do we go to the other bar or do we go to that bar? Let's see. There's a lot of people here. But I really, really want to get focused on Shek. And that probably is looking like we have to get to the Shek Kingdom to recruit some more Shek. Yeah, the only Shek here are mercenaries. He's the Shrike. Shrike's the special one. And then all the rest are humans. And then Crumble John, which is a human. These then, people like Rain the Giant, things like that. All that if I remember correctly, are going to be in, if I remember correctly, in Shek territory. So I'm not going to probably get many recruits here. As sad as it is to say, that's probably going to be the case. But there is a really good building here. I recommend this building right here. It's decently priced. And it's right next to a place where you get so much stuff. Right here, you get so much stuff from these guys. You can make so much stuff. In fact, we didn't do much crafting last time. Would it be funny if we did crafting really this time? Okay, hold on. Is Crawlcash stuck? Okay. Come out here. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put Crawl the Risen down. Who are you fighting there for a second? Okay. I'm going to... Can he even sneak? I just realized, can he sneak? Yeah, he can sneak. I forgot he could sneak. I can't knock people out, but he can run. He can actually sneak, which could be really good. He doesn't have a light on him, so we could sneak him if we do need to get the animals to go from place to place. So as long as he has a really good sneak skill, we can kind of compensate for his poor speed. So let's turn off everybody's passive. Let's actually turn everybody's sneak for a second. Now, if we can get prince heads, we can get so much money. But what we need to do is we need to watch the gates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually post up. Now, there are actually these towers here, right? I'm going to post our guys here. And I'm going to actually have Crawl focus on doing all this. Actually, stop them sneaking. I want to focus on getting just Crawl to just practice his skills. And I want to see if we can just get some crossbow experience in by shooting from the gate. Whoop, oh. I still have the right click down, so he's running outside the gate. Because oh, hold on, wrong gate. This gate sometimes seems to get attacked. Oh, can I knock people out with... Can Crawl knock people out? Can dogs knock people out? Seriously? I've never knocked someone out with a dog before. That'd be new. Come on. Get in there. Well, we can't take all this stuff. It's free money, but also free strength training. So pretty much anywhere we're going, we're gonna have these here on us. I think it was because Crawl was sneaking, yeah. And I had them all running together. Oh, help this guy out. Come on, help the guard. Oh, we got him. Because the guards actually use that very same division of labor, or division of skills. They use crossbow and a ninja blade. Shinobi guards. So going in the vein of them would not be the worst possible idea to do. Let's get them. Come on, let's get him. Let's crossbow him. Now we might hit our friend. That would not be ideal, but you know, it's for hitting them at least. Which is ideal. Oh, see, he's shooting too. Come on, keep shooting. Get that firing in. Oh, hold on. Who are we shooting at? Okay, we're shooting at them. Someone shot us, actually. I think it was ourselves. I think we shot ourselves. Okay, there we go. Unleash the volleys! The volleys of fire. Okay, just get them. Carl, you got it. They're fisticuffs, so... Carl will be very happy here because there'll be so many limbs knocked off. This is a perfect place for bone dogs. Because there are plenty of limbs to eat. It's a great place for them to grow. It's like bone dog heaven. As much weight as possible on us. Could talk to the guards. I'm not really interested in talking to them. I'm gonna just leave him here, kind of. Because he could just kind of attack people as they come by. Now we could also pick some of them up and kind of keep them as practice. Generally, all kinds of things become unlocked as soon as you come to Mongrel. Mongrel's just such a great place. I know that sounds weird with the screams that, like half the time come over the walls. But it's just such an amazing place to train. Wait, you don't have a first aid kit. What? Have a first aid kit. There we go. Okay, you two come over here. Carl will stay where he is, and we'll just help him out when you can. We're gonna try to help the guards out. The guards out. Fight these guys. Okay, there's those guys. I want them to get them. Okay, they're just running at us. Okay, we might actually just have to fight him. Let's get him. Well, now this is a good way to get precision up, but we're kind of risking getting shot by our friend. I kind of almost want to become notorious in a lot of places as these guys. I feel like that'd be hilarious. Both fun and hilarious. Where's Jaglonger? Yeah, shoot these guys. Oh boy, you're gonna get attacked from the back. Hold on. Oh boy, that's a hit, and it was a hit to the leg. Now be careful, we can't take too many hits to the leg, even though we got the guards here. Even when we're not as armored in the legs. And we do have to watch out if they're shooting as well as us. I am going to try to really encumber myself, though. I can drop it at pretty much any time I want. Okay, let's go help Crawl out. Okay, Crawl did good. You did good, Crawl. You took him out on your own. He's actually going to probably take pretty much everyone he wants out on his own pretty much easily. This is dog heaven again, like I said, because no one's really that geared, and dogs are really only bad when gear or only really have trouble when gear is a factor. When gear's not a factor, they can just absolutely rip people apart, rip people absolutely to shreds. If gear is not a factor, they're amazing. I'll have them run around a little bit now that it's night. Come run around. I'm gonna actually have them sneak around too. Because that should give them some ability to sneak, and that, you know, especially considering our whole idea is to be ambush predators here, that would be the best idea. However, I do love the idea of deploying dogs. That just sounds amazing. Bone dogs, just deploying them, having a bone dog for every person. That just sounds amazing. And have the people taunt and have the bone dog, because it's not like don't treat bone dogs like you would pets out of other games. They are not tanks. They are absolutely the DPS dudes. They swing so fast comparatively. They're really, really good at just out and out unleashing damage. With no gear at all, basically. But they are not what I would say makes a great. Treat them like your martial artists. They are not tanks. They're the damage. Other people have to be tanking for them, and you do well to make sure that you have some numbers to yourself. Don't rely on them to beef up your numbers. They literally need to wolf pack onto people. That's literally the best use of them, is to have them wolf pack onto people. Because they can't dodge anyway. So basically, as soon as you're dealing with people with big AoE strikes, ironically, dogs start really doing well. And also, things that are good against humans are not good against animals, oftentimes. Like if we look at our animal damage here, there's no bonus against animals. And in fact, sometimes some weapons are even worse against animals. Like Holy Nation, a lot of their stuff is bad against humans and animals. So there is a big benefit to that. So we actually reached kind of the end of our gameplay for today. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to unsneak. We're gonna just stand here. We're gonna enjoy our life in Mongrel here. And take a quick take a quick we call it. Oh, I got a little neat picture, I think, from this, or not picture, but a little neat scene here. There we go. I like it. That looks like a little picturesque scene of the three. So I hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hope you're having fun with this series. Kind of trying to do the exact opposite of what we did last time. Instead of the law-abiding Holy Nation missionaries, we got the kind of we call it out for revenge, ambush predator Shek, which are not allowed at all into the Holy Nation territory. Now, and probably we're gonna have some issues again with the Shek Kingdom. We're probably gonna end up fighting the Shek Kingdom, but we'll see. Because if we're gonna do Band of Bones, they're not friends with the Shek Kingdom, so we might end up helping the other Shek take over. Because there's actually where you can have different places get world states. You can actually have them get taken over by the Krall's Berserkers and stuff like that. So we can see what happens with that. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys had a good one. See you later. Have fun. All right. Bye.